Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Babyscape! I am 4 weeks pregnant. Well, I'm 5 weeks pregnant now. Here to talk to you about my 4th week of pregnancy. I found out I was pregnant when I was 3 weeks and 5 days pregnant. So I was just entering my 4th week of pregnancy when we found out I was pregnant. So I found out I was pregnant before I actually had missed a period. So with our 4th week of pregnancy, we finally, my period was officially missed. So that was a really exciting accomplishment because that therefore then means I was not having a chemical pregnancy. So that's really exciting. My 4th week of pregnancy was pretty smooth. I was really sick before I found out I was pregnant, which kind of carried into my pregnancy, and during my 4th week of pregnancy is actually when I started to notice my symptoms getting a little better as far as my illness was going. I had a sinus infection, so that started to go away during my 4th week of pregnancy, but it was replaced with other symptoms. I have been having some slight nausea. It hasn't been really bad. I haven't been throwing up or anything, but I have been having nausea to the point where I will like dry heave, or I'll just feel really sick and I just like need to lay down for a second and kind of like take some deep breaths and breathe and just take it all in and be okay. And then another, one of my most severe symptoms that I'm having during my 4th week was breast tenderness. I noticed that my breasts were starting to get really sore, and as the time progressed they just continued to get worse until I have like this tingling sensation. And I thought it was so strange, so TMI, I don't know, but Jordan, I would ask Jordan for her opinion on things because I'm like, well, I see my boobs all the time and maybe I'm being dramatic, I don't know. So I'd be like, do you notice anything different? And she would be like, well, this is different and this is different. And just having her tell me what's different was kind of really reassuring so that I know I'm not crazy. So I have the breast tenderness followed with some tingling / burning sensation in my left breast, and then towards the end of my 4th week of pregnancy my nipples did start to get darker and I started getting those bumps where your milk ducts like are trying to like come in and like get all situated and stuff so that eventually I can breastfeed. And I've had something really strange that I haven't actually read about, but it's never been like this before I was pregnant, so this is a pregnancy symptom for myself. My nipples have always stayed pretty flat, even when I'm cold, like they don't poke out like like how a girl's nipples typically do poke out. Mine don't. It's just something weird, that's just how I am. But since I found out I was pregnant, and even a couple days before I found out I was pregnant, I noticed that my nipples were like always erect. Like always, all the time. They haven't gone down at all. Not even for like an hour. Like they're just constantly erect all the time. So that's a pregnancy symptom for myself. I've been urinating a lot more frequently than I normally would, which is a hormonal thing. And then, what else happened? I have eczema. I've had eczema since I was little, but I've noticed since I found out during week 4, my eczema has slowly gotten a lot worse. My hands are really dry and starting to get scaly, which is just part of my eczema, but unfortunately, it's kind of like just irritating. It's not really painful at this point. It's because it's not too bad yet. It's just really irritating, so I've been trying to keep my hands as moisturized as possible because I really don't want to use medicine if I can avoid it. That'd be fantastic. Oh, and also, I've had some veins starting to pop out in like my breast and stomach area, which is normal, just due to the heightened blood flow that happens during pregnancy. I also was kind of freaked out by this. I'm really touch and go about this. So I have been having cramps in my lower abdomen, and at first it really freaked me out because I was like, what's wrong? But after doing a ton of research, I've learned that cramping is super normal. During the beginning stages of pregnancy, it can be like due to implantation and like the placenta implanting and trying to attach itself to your wall, as well as the uterus growing and contracting just to try to fit the baby in there, and just trying to keep the baby up and growing and stuff. So I learned that they're pretty normal, and then it's just really weird because like I'll get cramps and I'm like, oh no, what's that? And then my cramps go away and I'm like, oh no, why am I not cramping up? But one of my girls on one of my Facebook groups told me that during her previous pregnancy, when she would get cramps, it typically meant she was dehydrated because she would drink a bunch of water and then her cramps would go away. So I've been trying to drink more water, and I have noticed that drinking a lot of water does help my cramps to go away a little bit. So that's kind of exciting. But I don't know, like having them there just lets me know that the baby's there, but having them there also makes me really nervous due to the miscarriage I had previously. So I don't know how to feel about that symptom personally. But those are the main symptoms I've been having. I did have one really bad dizzy spell. It was in the middle of the night. I woke up, I had to use the bathroom, and I like was so dizzy, like standing up, like the room was spinning. I was incredibly nauseous, and then I just laid down and tried to go to sleep. I kind of panicked for a second. I was like, Jordan, do I have a fever? Like, am I okay? Because I just don't feel right. So I just tried to go to sleep, and you know, it did pass. I was fine after that. But that one was kind of scary. My fourth week was a really exciting but really nerve-wracking week for me, just because I lost the previous baby at 5 weeks, and so that whole like fourth week of pregnancy, I was like, oh, okay, this is terrifying. Like, this could happen at any moment. And I mean, even like past the fourth week, I know I'm not out of the clear, but I don't know, just knowing that I made it further with this baby kind of makes me feel a little better about it personally, but that's just me. And like I said in my 6th cycle video, it's just, this pregnancy just feels really different to me. I have continued to test. I know you're not supposed to keep doing that, but it really helps me feel more confident about my pregnancy to see those 2 lines and to see them getting darker and darker and darker all the time. I only have 1 wand full left, so I'm thinking I'm going to try to hold off and not use it, but if I do use it, I'm thinking all the pregnancy tests that I have in my house are gone, and hopefully it won't take any more, because I know at a certain point when your HCG gets too high, then the pregnancy test will stop picking up on that, and your test lines will actually start to get lighter again. And it's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're losing the baby. It just means that your HCG levels are too high, but it could freak you out and make you think that you are losing the baby, so it's best to just not keep testing. I have super, super, super dark lines right now, so that's really, really good. It makes me feel really, really good about the baby and this pregnancy. I had some weird food cravings, not weird food cravings, but during my 4th week I have been craving a lot of fruit. And I have been having, I don't know what it's called, but basically I've been not wanting candy or sweets or anything like that, but I've been loving fruit. Tons and tons of fruit and salads. Jordan made me a bomb salad for my lunch one day, and I was like, oh my god, this is the best salad ever. I could eat this all the time. So fruit and salads are what I've been craving, and avocado rolls too, because I mean I don't eat sushi. I've never eaten sushi because I'm a vegetarian. But we have this sushi place where they make vegetarian sushi, and basically I get these avocado rolls, and it's just avocado in sticky rice rolled in seaweed, and oh my gosh, that has been hitting the spot. So I'm really glad to see I still love avocados. Aversions, that's what it's called. So food aversions for me have been candy and mustard. Hate mustard. And food cravings have been fruit and salads. So yeah. And I have been breaking out a little more towards the beginning of week 4. Now at the end of week 4, I haven't been breaking it out as much. I still notice a little bit here and there, but it's not too bad. So that was week 4, which was an exciting week. A lot of people found out about my pregnancy in week 4, which will be another video. So that was really super duper cool. And this is my week 4 bump date. Well, yeah, bye!